We are all familiar with what is IT. May it be a common course in college, but people are having limited interpretation of what is it. So let me to discuss with you what is information technology and its role. Information technology or IT refers to the use, development, and management of computer-based systems, software, and network to store, process, transmit, and retrieve information. IT encompasses wide, wide range of technologies including computers, software applications, database, networks, and the internet. The role of information technology is multifaceted and pervasive in this age of technology. People from all of range of age are more aware of it. Let's dig some key of aspects of its role. I would like to put emphasis on information technology makes it possible for people and organizations all over the world to communicate and collaborate instantly. Email, messaging, messaging applications, video conferencing, and collaborative internet platforms enable real-time information sharing and cooperation boosting productivity and efficiency. We'll move with innovation and research. IT promotes innovation and aids in numerous types of research and development. It enables them to gather data, analyze it, share it, run simulations, and create cutting-edge technologies that push the limits of human knowledge and capability. Being informed and knowledgeable of what things are is what smart people like to do. Let's listen to what is social awareness and why is it important. Understanding the social dynamics, problems, and difficulties present in a social society is referred to as having a strong sense of social awareness, wherein it entails being aware of the different experience, viewpoints, and needs of people and groups, as well as the larger social, cultural, and political settings in which they are present. Empathy, compassion, and sense of obligation to confront social injustices and encourage positive change are all components of social awareness. Social awareness is important for several reasons like empathy and understanding. Two key factors that lead us to conclusion of having social awareness in people in helping people to comprehend and have empathy for other people. They can see and understand the various backgrounds, cultures, and experience of other around them. As a result of this knowledge, connections become more solidified and classic. Cultural norms, misconceptions, and things that are very likely to happen in this age. Let us break it by giving the definitions into some of social issues in information technology. Commonly, information technology, social issues are the problem and worries that result from the interaction between technology and society. These concerns cover how technology usage and development may affect society, ethical, and political terms. Some common social issues in information technology include technology's societal impact. Technology may have both beneficial and harmful societal effects. There are worries about how technology affects relationship with others, mental health, inequality, and the environment. While utilizing the great potential of technology, it is crucial to seriously evaluate any potential downsides and take steps to minimize them. To address these societal concerns, technology creators, legislators, researchers, and society at large must work together and make ethical decisions after careful thinking and study. It entails creating and putting into effect framework rules, and policies that uphold justice, safeguard individuals' rights, and reduce any possible negative effects of technology use. Relevant in the news and more commonly in this booming age of social media is to discuss what is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the activity of preventing unauthorized access to use of disclosure to interruption, alteration, or destruction of computer systems, networks, software, and data. It entails steps and tactics intended to protect the privacy, accuracy, and accessibility of digital data. The goal of cybersecurity is to protect against a range of dangers and flows that might jeopardize and safety of digital systems. These dangers can originate from variety of places including nation-states, criminal organizations, hostile people or groups of hackers, and even inadvertent human mistake. True enough that there are cybersecurity threats, but we must know how can we avoid them. Threats to cybersecurity include a variety of harmful actions intended to target holes in computer systems, networks, and data. Understanding these dangers and taking preventative action will help you stay away from them. Here is a listing regarding cybersecurity threats and ways to mitigate them. Number 1. Common threats are violation using stolen or weak passwords to gain unwanted access to accounts are known as password violence. To increase the safety passwords, for every account use strong different password. When feasible, enable multi-factor authentication. Change your password often, particularly after a data breach or suspicion of penetration. Security awareness training, incident response planning, regular risk assessment, and collaboration with cybersecurity experts are all important components of a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy that should be implemented by organizations to stay ahead of ever-evolving threats. That's all. Thank you.
What is ethics in information technology? Study of ethical problems resulting from the usage and advancement of electronic technologies is known as ethics in information technology. Its objective is to find and formulate responses to queries regarding the moral foundations of private obligations and conduct as well as the moral foundation of public policy. Here are some ethical issues faced by information technologies. Misuse of personal information. In this technologically advanced era, one of the main moral dilemmas is how companies exploit customer data. We frequently expose personal information when we use the internet to explore websites, shop online, enter information on websites, interact with various businesses online, and use social media. To hyper-personalize our online experience, businesses frequently collect information. However, the extent to which the information violates our right to privacy is unclear. Without effective access management, there is a higher risk of security breaches since it is simple to lose track of who has access to what. Misinformation and deepfakes. We are continuously overwhelmed with real-time events and breaking news as it happens, which contrasts with how information was received before the internet. Celebrities and public figures can share thoughts on social media without first verifying their authenticity, which is then collected and spread further. The thorough validation process that was once required to publish books and newspapers no longer applies to information. Use of AI. Unquestionably, artificial intelligence has enormous financial potential, but when do AI systems cross a moral boundary and enter harmful territory? First, replacement of jobs. Although, to some extent this is expected, AI is often intended to promote automation of low-level jobs so that human resources can be spent on more strategic initiatives and difficult job obligations. Many workers are anxious about their job security due to the widespread employment loss. Second, facial recognition. Finding people using software might easily turn into a questionable problem. The NY Times reports that there are several issues with facial recognition, including misuse, racial bias, and limitations on individual freedoms. The ability to monitor behavior and movement swiftly turns into a breach of privacy. Additionally, not perfect, facial recognition can produce discrimination in some circumstances. Autonomous technology. Self-driving vehicles, robotic weaponry, and service drones are not just concepts for the future. They are already a reality, and they come with ethical issues along with self-driving cars and unmanned drones. Package delivery, robotic technologies could very well replace human soldiers in the military. Unlike business ethics, ethical technology aims to ensure that people and technology have a moral relationship. Here are some of the ethical practices in information technology. Respect for employees and customers. Businesses that use ethical technology have a strong moral sense of the importance of protecting both customers and employees. Although data is valuable, your most valuable asset are unquestionably the people that make up your organization and its clients. To use technology ethically, be sure to follow reasonable safeguards for both customers and staff. Moral use of data and resources. Data is unquestionably valuable to organizations. It enables businesses to better target their marketing campaigns and hone their products' offerings. But it can also be an intrusive use of privacy, raising a few moral questions. Data leakage and improper usage can be prevented with the aid of data protection measures and compliance procedures. Responsible adoption of disruptive tech. Business growth using digital means. Disruptive technology is frequently the only way to break even, not just a method to outperform the competitors. However, adopting new technologies need not present an ethical dilemma. You'll be well on your way to using technology ethically if you take the necessary precautions to ensure that the safeguards are in place for the technology you adopt. Create a culture of responsibility. Finally, we must foster a culture of accountability with the technology sector. We will observe better governance and fair use of data if the information technology workers and industry titans realize they are accountable for the safe and ethical use of technology. What is social norm? Digital norms and how we choose to use them can be seen as a type of social norm that follows many of the same guidelines as behavioral economics. They operate as the underlying framework for technological innovation and eventually for how technology will support future society interaction. Here are some social norms that we follow every day. Don't peek at someone's screen uninvited. We now mostly use our smartphones to record our lives. They save a ton of our private information, including pictures, videos, contacts, passwords, financial data, chats, and much more. It makes sense why people prefer to keep certain things secret. Take off your earbuds when talking to someone. A variety of practical functions including ANC or active noise cancellation and transparency mode are available on modern earbuds. With the latter, you can continue to wear your headphones with still hearing your surroundings. This functionality is still quite new and not very common. This creates the glaring notion that someone wearing earbuds can't hear you clearly and necessitates you speaking to them louder than necessary. Because of this, it's polite to remove your earbuds if someone starts a discussion with you. Don't play your music loud in public places. Not everyone will want to listen to the playlist you meticulously selected. If you play your music loudly in bus or train stations, people might not be able to hear the announcements. It causes unneeded disruption to those nearby who are just trying to unwind, shop, or travel in parks, supermarkets, and public spaces. Use headphones if you want to jam out your favorite music in public. Don't use your zoom lens to stalk people. Imagine going about your daily routine when neighboring building occupant casually pulls out their phone to see what you're up to. That is obviously a serious breach of privacy.